What's up guys, PPD here, and welcome to episode 56 of my road to Manchester City. The longest episode to date today, and get yourself your snacks, your popcorn, or whatever you do, because it's going to be a pretty long one. Everything is good in the City world at the moment. We beat Swansea over the weekend. I almost forgot who we played. Very, very nice performance. Honestly, once Swansea got the equalizer, I felt like crying. I thought, this is so typical. I freaking hate City, man. They make me wake up so early on a Sunday just to ruin my life. But no. The second coming of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, resurrected our lead by scoring in like the last few minutes from a header rebound. Makes it 2-1, grabs his second goal of the game, pretty much cements himself in the team of the week with that, which is kind of bad news for us, but just great news for me as a City fan. But yeah, man, he is something special, and I know it's only been one game and you can't really judge, but I have a good feeling about Jesus. I just hope that it doesn't affect Aguero's future. There's already a bunch of news stories out saying, Inter is in for Aguero, PSG is in for Aguero, Real Madrid is in for Aguero, a Chinese team is in for Aguero, Millwall in the second division of England is in for Aguero. Everybody is linked to Aguero just because he was benched and Jesus got himself 2 goals and it looks like he's going to be the replacement for Aguero. I really hope that's not the case. I hope that they can build a partnership because they can be 2 of the best strikers in the league together. But we'll see what happens. As for this game that we're playing in right now, it is the second round of the draft, I want to say, and we are just going absolutely ham on our opponent over here. A goal from De Bruyne, a goal from Messi, and a goal from Aguero. So 2 current City players scoring in this game, and a future one scoring 2. I'm just kidding. Obviously, Messi's never going to leave Barcelona, unfortunately, but we're still going to be linked to him every single summer. But yeah, we win that game comfortably, 3-0. Pretty nice win in the draft, and we are officially into the third round, which we're actually going to be doing in the next episode. We're probably going to be finishing the draft completely in the next episode. I would have done it in this episode, but there was just so many things to do, and one of those things was to open up our rewards. And you're probably wondering, what the hell are you talking about? You opened up the rewards in the last episode. Well, you're right, but EA compensated people because of the winter SBC being broken. There was a glitch where you would get a normal card rather than a one to watch. So EA said every pack that was opened during that time period that the SBC was out is going to be compensated. And what do you know? We opened up our rewards during that time period. So basically, we got back what we opened, which was 2 100k packs and a 2 rare gold players packs. So this pretty much covered, it's pretty much the gold 1 rewards that I got back. It is the gold 1 rewards. So I technically didn't have to play the rest of the weekend league, which would have been good, but obviously we're not going to do that. And you're going to see that I'm actually glad I didn't do that. But that'll be more towards the end of the episode. But yeah, we opened up in a 100k pack and we got ourselves one to watch Draxler, the best winter one to watch that you can get other than Jesus, obviously. And he's going for 200,000 coins. I'm really... we also packed the African player that we packed in the SBC, but this time he's tradable. Unfortunately, though, he doesn't go for anything. He's literally discard, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen with that. But yeah, want to watch Draxler. I have no freaking idea what I want to do with him. I could sell him as soon as he scores 1 goal for PSG and make some nice money, or I could hold him, man. If I hold him and he goes to like an 88 or 89 rating, we can make a killing off that Draxler. So I'm really not sure what's going to happen. But we open up the next pack, the next 200k pack. We get ourselves a walkout. It's the Germany flag. And unfortunately, though, it's Philipp Lahm, who I think is only like 12,000 coins. I would have loved had it been Ozil, but look what's in the pack. 2 informs and a 1 to watch. I can't complain. These were free packs, goddammit. These are better than our rewards. Man, I just love it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put the one to watch player that we got through the one to watch SBC. I honestly thought I wasn't going to do it, but then I thought about it and I said, I kind of have to do it. They're giving me informs. They're giving me one to watches. I pretty much have to do it. So you're going to see me actually going ahead and doing the one to watch SBC a bunch of times, because I do end up getting sucked into it, and it's kind of like a drug, but obviously not as severe as a drug, but you get addicted to it and you just can't stop. And before you know it, you're pretty much broke because you pack Allison like 30 times. But yeah, I don't go too crazy on it, but I do it like about 10 times or so. But it wasn't that bad because we pretty much just used a bunch of players that we had in our club and some of the investments we made, so it wasn't that bad. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did lose money after all of them, but I think it was worth it, man. We could have got Jesus, we could have got Pogba, we could have got Conte, but yeah. We're going to go ahead and do the summer tradable SBC for a couple of times. I think I do end up doing the summer untradeable, and then I end up doing the winter untradeable or tradable. But yeah, I do both. I do go ahead and take a look at the transfer list. We did sell off some cards. That City player, who we bought like last episode, we sold him for 7,000 coins because of the African SBC, which is just great. We're obviously going to buy him back in the future. We also sold Theo Walcott, the legend in this City team. Which makes no fucking sense. But he's part of our FUT Champions team. He has been for a while, and he has been clinical, or the pinnacle, of us getting gold 1 week in, week out, and we had to say goodbye. I think we broke even on him, or we lost a couple of thousand coins. But the reason I sold him was because we're going to go ahead and upgrade to the man of the match, Walcott. But I'll be talking about that more later on. Like I said, we go ahead and do the tradable summer SBC one to watch, and we get ourselves Brie Mbolo. And honestly, I thought I was gonna stop after this because Mbolo's an amazing card. I've heard great things about him. Unfortunately, though, he is injured and probably out for the rest of the season, so he won't be getting another inform. And I said, you know what? Screw it, man. There's a chance that I can get Pogba or Conte, and if I get one of those, I am in a very, very good spot, especially if I get Pogba. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, put Mbolo through the SBC, and we're going to try once again, summer player, tradable once again. Who are we going to get? We get ourselves another injured player. Milik over here, I think he got injured not too long ago, and he is also out for the rest of the season. Apparently, he's one of the players that got hit by the one-to-watch curse. And yeah, I don't think he will be playing for Napoli anytime soon. So we're obviously going to go ahead and get rid of him again. And you see me get rid of a bunch of 84s and even 87s and 86s in here. And I thought about it, guys. I thought about it. Should I sell these cards or should I do the SBC? And unfortunately, I went ahead and did the SBC, which probably wasn't a good idea. But you got to take some risks in life, man. You got to take some risks. So we go ahead, do the summer edition SBC, and we get ourselves the pack again. This is tradable once again. We get ourselves Krychowiak, who isn't injured, but I don't know, man. I don't know if he'll ever get an inform for PSG. He's another one I thought of stopping right here and keeping him just in case he does get an inform. But at this point, like I said, I was sucked in. I was addicted to these, and I wasn't going to stop until I got something decent. But yeah, we go ahead, put Krychowiak once again into the SBC, and I think this may or may not be the last time we do the summer tradable one, because we do end up doing the summer untradable one because it was a lower rating and very much easier to do. So wanted to try that one a few times. But yeah, we go ahead and open up the summer pack, and we get ourselves Sansone, a guy who has gotten himself an inform, if I'm not mistaken. I think he definitely has. But yeah, once again, not a great player. Not somebody you're going to make too much money on, even if he does get an inform. So what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and put him through the SBC again. This time, like I said, we're doing the untradeable one, which is very much cheaper to do and probably the better option to do if you don't have that many coins. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and open up the pack. This time it's untradeable, so if we get Pogba or Conte, we can't cash out. But still, would be very nice to have. Not a walkout, so it's not Pogba, but it is Leroy Sané, a City player. And this one was the really tricky one. Sané has been getting into the starting 11 recently. He has been playing well for City. He definitely has the potential to get himself inform, but I said, you know what, man, screw it. Screw it, man. We do it again, and we get ourselves Allison, and that was a kick in the balls because I could have just kept Sane, but I wasn't going to stop there. I was not going to end off on freaking Allison. But before we go ahead and do the SBCs some more, we go ahead and take a look at the transfer list. We sold all the Oblaks that we invested in. We made money on them. Not as much as I would have hoped, but we still made money, which is very important. We also sold the Lam, and we sold the Lorente that we had bought for like 11,000 coins for 17,000 coins. But this is where we get the best player out of all. We get ourselves Ousmane Dembele over here. And here I said, you know what? I'm stopping here, man. I'm stopping here. I wanted this guy for the future, just in case EA ever do a weekend league requirement where you can only have a certain amount of players from the BPL. And Dembele is definitely part of that team that I was planning on building because he is French and I can easily get links to him. So I said, you know what? We're going to stop there. We're going to keep Dembele. We're actually going to use him in our team as a sub and see how he does. I heard good things about him, so hopefully he can help us. And if you took a look at how we're doing so far in FUT Champs, we're on 24 wins with 8 games left, guys. 24 wins with 8 games left. If we win all 8, we get ourselves Elite 2. If we win 5, we get ourselves Elite 3. And if we win this next game, we get ourselves Gold 1. So we're in a very, very nice spot right now. At this point, all I have to do is go 5-3 to get Elite. And I thought to myself, this is very much doable. I have to do this. I am having a really good weekend. I have to get Elite. I told everybody that I should be getting Elite more often now, and I haven't gotten it ever since that one time we got it. So I have to prove myself, and I have to get Elite. So we go into this game over here. We switched to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow immediately because our opponent actually had the 4-3-1-2, which is actually very similar to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and it actually gives me a lot of trouble when I play with the 4-3-2-1. Now look at this. Man of the match Walcott. What is that finish? How did he even score from that angle? I actually didn't even think about shooting. I'm not too sure what happened there. I wanted to cross it. I think I may have accidentally clicked the B button though. And we ended up shooting it, and it went in from that angle. I couldn't believe it. But things would only get better for us. Martial with a very, very nice finish right there in the 6th minute to make it 2-0. We're cruising past our opponent very early on. And after that, he had had enough. And I was buzzing because we not only secured Gold 1, but we were now only 4 wins away from Elite. We have to win 4 out of 7. We should be doing that. But it didn't go as smoothly as I would have hoped. Because after this game, I came across a pro FIFA player. And that pro FIFA player, you may know him. And that is Dirty Mike. Very good player. I came across him. I couldn't believe that I was playing a top 100 player. I think that may be like one of the only times I've ever played a top 100 player. And I ended up getting destroyed. I lost 3-0. He had a crazy team. I didn't have a chance. And I actually went on a 3-game losing streak, that game included. So we now had to win all 4 of the remaining games if we wanted to get Elite. At that point, once I lost that 3rd game, I thought, yep, I blew it. I absolutely choked it. I can't believe I let this go. I'm not going to get Elite. This is absolutely a kick in the balls. But part of me still had some hope. Because I did go on like a 6-game win streak at some point. I went on a 5-win streak. I went on a couple of 4-win streaks. So I thought, you know what? There is a chance that I can win these 4. So we'll see. We won't give up. We're going to give it our all. If we don't do it, it is what it is. We blew it. Had 2 games that I can remember that I should have won and I lost. So I can only have myself to blame. But we're going to see if we can end up getting Elite later on in the episode. But before that, we're going to go ahead and open up some 81 plus packs. These packs, they were actually pretty useful to me because they helped me complete more untradeable winter SBCs, which I didn't think I would do because the summer players are obviously better. But I just wanted to get Jesus, man. He's currently 500,000 coins because he scored twice. But yeah, we go ahead and do the summer edition once again. I think this is tradable, which is surprising. And we get ourselves Giuliano over here. Not a bad card. Obviously, he is doing very well for Zenit, but I think the Russian league is either over or it's on break and it won't come anytime soon or something like that. So definitely not a card you want to have right now because he can't get an inform. But we go ahead and take a look at our transfer list again. We sold another Lorente right there. We got rid of our Bravos and 84s. We also sold a Coleman to a lazy buyer for 95,000 coins, which is very nice. We sold the Inform Mane, who we had bought not too long ago. We bought him for like 115 or something, so we ended up losing 30 to 40,000 coins on Mane, which was very, very annoying. But you see that we're going to go ahead and buy someone to replace Mane, and that is one to watch Mane, and he was going for 109,000 coins. I couldn't believe it. That was cheaper than his inform at one time. So I said, you know what? I have to buy him because if he gets an inform, he's going to be 86 rated, which is just ridiculous. I also went ahead and bought that Walcott that you saw score in the last game for 258, and now that was a pretty expensive price, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. He's currently going for 200,000. So I kind of overpaid for that Walcott, but he made up for it. But look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. We did it. We freaking did it. We won 4 games in a row, and we got elite for the second time ever. I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it. We freaking did it. I had 2 rage quits. Then the third game was a pretty close game, but I got a win. And then in the last game, I was winning 1-0 until the 90th minute. He equalizes it in the 90th minute, sends it to extra time. But Benteke does what Benteke does, and he puts it into the bottom left corner, and we win the game, and we secure elite. I was buzzing, and I'm really excited because the team of the week is going to be stacked. But that is going to conclude this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is PBD. Tune in next episode where we open up, or where we finish the draft. And I'm out.